Tim Flowers, welcome to Bromsgrove Sporting.
Thank
First
you.
of all, how does it feel to be here?
I'm honoured, delighted, obviously unexpected. Clearly, obviously, with Michael leaving on Monday, I had a conversation with Rod Brown, the chairman. I think obviously there would be a lot of interest in a job like this. It's a super football club, so we had a chat. I think obviously he chatted with other people as well, but he asked me to come in on an interim basis till the end of the season. Obviously we've got 12 games left, so I'm delighted to be here is the answer to your question. Absolutely delighted. There's a lot of really good people out there that haven't got a job, football people who've been in it all their lives, you're a long time out. You sort of sit there kicking your heels, watching games, watching results, and and keep your fingers crossed something will come up for you, and then obviously every time that happens, someone's unfortunate, and that's the way it is. But so I got the shout on Tuesday to come in. I think prior to that, because Tuesday's training was cancelled, so I think Rowie and Aaron will be taking the side on Saturday, and tonight's training, so they'll be setting the side up. I'll be obviously I'm here for the training. I'll be here on Saturday to watch the game, and then I'll be sort of diving in the deep end on Tuesday for training, hopefully at the ground.
Obviously, most of your jobs in management have been at a high level than this, bar Stratford. So, what was the appeal of Bromsgrove to you?
Well, I mean, I live 2 junctions up the M42 from the ground, so there's one hell of a lot of football clubs in a very short space, if you like. So I get to watch a hell of a lot of levels. So when I packed in my playing career, I went into sort of goalkeeping coaching. But when I was out of work, I only ever really watched non-league football, because I always had an ambition to want to be a manager. But I sort of looked at it and thought, well, realistically, where am I going to get a job? I'll concentrate on non-league football. So that was from National League, down to step 2, step 3, step 4. So I've always looked at teams, clubs, players, and done it that way. So when I sort of managed to land my first job and subsequent jobs in the non-league, I'd seen a lot of players, a lot of teams, a lot of styles that non-league sides employ, and that was really my plan. Listen, in the end, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I've been in National League, I've been in National North, I've been in the Southern Central, and they're in a hell of a lot. In it, you get the same problems. The same issues tend to crop up. It's easier being full time. I've always found that. The Tuesday, Thursday things. Sometimes you get allowed to do a text and you can't make it. So you've got that kind of problem that you learn to deal with it. I mean, so yeah, listen, I'm looking forward to it. It's a division that I sort of have seen. I've seen quite a few of the teams this season. I saw all of them last season. So, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we've got 12 games, and we obviously need some points to secure our Southern Central status for next season, and that's the aim.
What can the fans expect to see from a Tim Flowers side?
Well, listen, the truth is, that's why one of the reasons the boys are taking Saturday, I want to have a real good look at what we've got under the roof. Clearly, we probably need to beef the squad up. It is thin. There's certain areas that probably we need to strengthen if we can. It's not going to be easy in mid-February. Listen, I'll probably, in a 12-game span, probably try and strip it back a little bit. Try and make it as simple for people to take on board as we possibly can. Our goals for column probably needs improving. Well, definitely needs improving. So can we try and create more chances? So that's getting balls into good areas to deliver, getting balls in the box, getting bodies in the box, working on our restarts, being a threat from set plays if we can be. But in open play, which is probably something that we need to look at, and how do we get into areas to create chances and work opposition goalkeepers. So really, I want a very hard working sides that try and put other teams and opposition on the back foot, try and make our ground with our support hot to come to and play. But in the end, I've got a 12-game gig. We just had a quick meeting with the lads Would I like to be here next year? Yeah, absolutely. Would, you know, I really would. It's a really good football club. Will I be? Don't know. That'll probably be governed in the next 12 games. So, you know, I want to go out. I've just said to them, you know, everyone said we need to avoid the drop. Well, hang on, can we try and get mid-table? Can we get top half? Because we're not a million miles away from that either. You know, so why do we have to be defeatist and think, you know, we're looking over? So, well, let's try and get some results on the board and see if we can kick on and have the higher, you know, as high a finish as we possibly can.
Obviously, you said you've spoken to the squad. You're going to train with them tonight.
Yeah.
What do you make of what you've got at your disposal?
Well, that's the whole point really of having a look, to take, you know, a quick step back tonight, having a look and having a look Saturday, and then obviously having because we haven't really, unless there's a cancellation, got a midweek game. I don't think till the end of the season. We're pretty much Saturdays all the way through, so we will have you know, that Tuesday, Thursday session where we can work at what we want to do. So listen, at the end of the day, I'm going to have a look in this session and the game. Probably draw some fairly quick conclusions from that. I mean, you know, I'm not, stats aren't my god, but we need to score more goals. You've got to score goals to win games. Defensively, our records, top 6 or 7, you know, we haven't conceded, touch wood, a hell of a lot of goals. So, you know, it's not massively broken. We just need to try and score a few more goals, which will win us football matches. But listen, at the end of the day, there's some talented boys here. There's no doubt about that. All of a sudden, they've slipped down and find themselves in a slightly precarious position. Now we'll see who's got and what they've got under their shirt, you know, and see who's going to stand up and fight and who isn't. So, you know, they'll be looking for lots of different things, but, you know, that's my job for the next 10, 11 weeks.
Without naming any names just yet, are you hoping to bring new signings into the squad?
Yes. Listen, obviously I didn't know I was going to get this till Tuesday tea time. So, not so much Tuesday night, but yesterday was manic really. My phone hasn't stopped ringing. You know, agents, you know, making calls to players and this, that and the other. We've got a couple of lads who hopefully will sign tonight. That will, but listen, we're thin, there's no doubt. We've got obviously a couple of injuries anyway, and we've got quite a thin squad. So we need some numbers in. We've got a couple of lads, hopefully, that should sign tonight. Friday, tomorrow, who knows? You know, Rod has got a couple of calls to make to different chairmen, possibly tonight, if not tomorrow. If we can get another one in Friday, then we will. Obviously, it's all right having numbers, but you need quality as well. Got a lot of youngish lads here. Unfortunately, at this stage, experience is at a premium out there, and you know, if there is experience out there, it comes at a cost. So, you know, we have to look at that as well. But yeah, we've got to cut the bodies in tonight, and obviously Luke and Azza will finalise their team and shaping that tonight, and we'll go and try and give a good account of ourselves on Saturday at Mickle.
Finally, welcome to Sporting Team.
Top man, thank you. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well,